Ulstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
We'll also have a chance to hear a little bit from these respective teams. We'll talk about what happened earlier between Valley City and alongside Minot here this season. All ahead of our starting lineups and the opening pitch. Minot 27-19 on the season, going up against Valley City, who's 21-4. The winner of this game keeps their season alive, while the loser has their year come to a close. The winner will play upcoming tomorrow at noon. That'll be at noon tomorrow. From there, and then that'll be tomorrow's game, and that will be against Devils Lake and Fargo losers. So that is what's upcoming here tomorrow. But again, tomorrow you'll have the winner of this game go up against Devils Lake Fargo. The loser has their season come to a close. A whale of a game in our first one. The Bismarck Senators 8, the Bismarck Reps 7. In comeback fashion, the Senators won 8-7, and they will play at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. We're back with more ahead of our starting lineups and the opening pitch. This is our Castleton Lumber pregame show. I'm Chase Miller from Valley Process Technologies Field.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
As we come back on our pregame show, taking a look at what happened earlier this season between Valley City and Minot. They played twice right before the 4th of July. Valley City won both games 4-2 and 8-5. They did not square off with one another in the West Regional out in Bismarck. But going back into those particular contests on 4-2, Valley City was able to get 2 runs early in the first part of the Twin Bill. They scored 2 runs in the fourth and eventually hung on for a 4-2 victory in that particular contest. A 2 RBI by Will Schwer was able to drive half the runs in. And then also Luke Praska pitched 6 innings of 5-hit baseball, gave up 2 runs, both that were earned. Caden Danielson squared off with Valley City, 6 innings of work, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout in that contest. Game 1 again, 4-2 Valley City over Minot. And then you look at what game number 2 had in store between both teams. It was an 8-5 win for Valley City in 7. In the second contest, 3 runs driven in by Jack Samuelson, who went 1 of 2 from the plate with 2 runs scored and 3 RBI. You had 2 different pitchers. Bryson Heck went 4 innings of work, 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 that were earned, and James Schwer picked up the win, 3 innings in relief of 4-hit baseball, giving up 1 run. Remington Anderson picked up the loss for Minot, 6 innings of work, 7 hits, 8 runs with 7 of them being earned. And then for Minot, Logan Dixon had 2 runs driven in game number 2. So both games have been close, but both games have been won by Valley City. Again, 4-2 and 8-5. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll get you closer to the starting lineups. We'll also take a look at games from across the state in AA and in B. That and more still to come on our Castleton Lumber pregame show.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
As we take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here in the state of North Dakota for some of the game actions, recapping what happened so far in the opening round in Park River, they are just going on a rolling schedule up there, so once the next game gets done, give it a half hour, and they're on to game number 3. Currently bottom of the 5th inning, Can-Do with a 2-0 lead over Linton Ashley Wishick. Again, Can-Do 2, Linton Ashley Wishick currently scoreless, bottom of the 5th inning. Currently, the Thompson defeated Langdon by a final of 10-0 in 5 innings. So the winner of this game between Can-Do, Linton Ashley Wishick will go up against Thompson in the winner's bracket tomorrow, while the loser will go up against Langdon. Then out west, 7th inning, Mandan and Fargo post for 100 in the semis, currently tied at 2 apiece. Elimination game coming up at 3 o'clock with West Fargo and Dickinson. Then another elimination game after that at 6 o'clock with the championship tomorrow at noon for game number 1. So that's a look at your scores from across the state of North Dakota as well. As both teams have taken their IO, which means coming up around the corner, we'll get to the American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups here in a moment, but let's recap what happened yesterday for both of these teams respectively en route to what this particular matchup is. Minot lost in 5 innings against Kindred. Eli Mack was simply put outstanding yesterday for Kindred. 11 strikeouts in 5 innings of work, just only gave up a few base runners, 2 hits and 2 walks total in that contest. Minot bobbled the ball a little bit around in that game as well. In that 10-0 win, Minot just had 2 hits in the game, a double by Remington Anderson and a single by Owen Sundahl. TJ Jelmstead picked up the loss in 2 2/3 innings of work, throwing 53 pitches. Johnson and McGee also came on here for Minot as well. While on the opposite side for Valley City, went right down to the wire in a 4-3 loss against Castleton. They loaded the bases for Jack Samuelson, who had a soft line drive to Everson at short, and Castleton survived in a 4-3 win. In that game for Chase Carpenter, James Schwer was able to pitch 30 pitches, so he's starting here today, but Schwer again pitched 30 pitches. You had Powell, Heck, and also Will Schwer pitching as well here in the contest. It's Minot 27-19 on the season against Valley City, who stands at 21-4. The umpires are making their way to the field, which means it's now time to get to our starting lineups here in a few short moments. This is our Castleton Lumber pregame show. Find the quality lumber and materials you need to grab at Castleton Lumber at 701-347-4471. We'll get to our starting lineups next here on your liveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
working outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per roll per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
As it's now time to get to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. Valley City will be in their blue tops, the dark blue with the white pants. VC out in front with the white hats today. While for Minot, they will be in their all-white uniforms, that Columbia blue lettering here with the white caps with the brim, a little bit of dark blue here in this one. For Minot, the visitors on the scoreboard, the West number 3 against the West number 1. Again, the higher seed will host here in this particular tournament. They'll go like this here for Minot. Batting leadoff, the designated hitter is Brock Thompson. The DH again for Minot. Thompson batting leadoff. Levi Ballas, the catcher, will be behind the plate batting second, followed by Remington Anderson, the center fielder, batting third. Gavin King, the first baseman, the cleanup, batting fourth, with Jace Price, the second baseman, batting fifth. Brady Vigestad, the third baseman, batting sixth, with Owen Sundahl, the right fielder, seventh. Ty Iverson, the shortstop, batting eighth, and TJ Jelmstead, the left fielder, batting ninth. Pitching today will be Caden Danielson here for Minot. Minot again with Thompson, Ballas, Anderson, King, Price, Vigestad, Sundahl, Iverson, Jelmstead, and Danielson. Coach Craig Schmeek, the head coach here for Minot. While we go from there to Valley City, Rolsema will be in left with Heck in center. Henriksen stands in right with Sikora at first. Wilt Schwer will play second with Fitch at shortstop. Samuelson at third base, Powell behind the plate, and James Schwer will be on the mound here for the Valley City Royals. Head coach is Chase Carpenter. Yesterday, you had a 12-0 Devils Lake win over the Bismarck Senators. The Fargo Jets won 11-1 over the Bismarck Reps. And then here today in the elimination game, the Senators come back with a 8-7 win, erasing a 7-run deficit. The Reps are done. Bottom half of the bracket yesterday, Kindred in 5 over Minot 10 Love. Castleton defeated Valley City 4-3. The winner of this game, Minot Valley City, will square off with the winner, or the loser, that is, of Devils Lake Fargo, coming up a little bit later tonight. The loser of this game sees their season come to a close. That's a look at our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. More baseball action upcoming that'll be throughout the course of the weekend. We'll get to the AA state championship in Williston. It's just a matter of who's going to play in the championship game. In the B side, it's the opening round matchups. They will get to their elimination portion, part of the tournament, officially tomorrow for day number 2. Well, for the rest of the tournament here in Castleton on Saturday, games at noon, 2:30, and 5:30. The first 2 games are elimination. 5:30 would be the semifinals. On Sunday, games at 3 and 5:30. Then on Monday, we'll get to a game at noon with the second championship game if needed. 5 games done. We still have anywhere from 9 or 10 left to play, barring if we get to that second championship. So that's, again, a look ahead at our State A Legion Baseball Tournament. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll get to the opening pitch of our second elimination game. It's a Western showdown between Valley City and Minot. That's next, here from Castleton on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
That does it for our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. Find the quality lumber and materials you need to get the job done. From siding, plywood, windows, and more, get in touch with Ross at Castleton Lumber and his team at 701-347-4471. That's 347-4471 for a rendering of your next project. As we get to the opening pitch again, top third of the lineup, Thompson, Ballas, and Anderson here for Minot going up against James Schwer. Schwer did a really good job yesterday being the leadoff man in that pitching staff here for Chase Carpenter. 2 innings of work, 30 pitches, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts, and stranded 2 batters at the plate. And he will come out here and have another opportunity, but regardless going forward, no matter how many pitches, if he throws 1 or 50 as an example, Schwer, if Valley City wins, will have to take tomorrow off. You can only appear again in 2 games in 3 consecutive days. So he will have to take tomorrow off. Opening pitch on the way at 147. As this one will miss for a ball to Brock Thompson, it's now 1-0. Here's the 1-0 offering. This one will miss in the turf. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Brock Thompson, the DH, looking to be that first batter here for Minot that finds a way to get aboard. The 2-0 pitch is going to be laced on the left field line, and Johnny on cue. The first hit of the game goes to Thompson as he's able to plate a single and gets things off rolling here for Minot. Thompson yesterday went 0 for 3. Ballas went 0 for 3 as well with 2 strikeouts. So if this top of the lineup can start doing some damage here for Minot, who did lose both games to Valley City, but by a combined 5 runs during the regular season, I'll look to get things going here against James Schwer. Runner stays put. Schwer missing outside for a ball. It's now 1-0 to the catcher. Well, if you weren't sure which team was in each other's colors, they're very similar here. But Valley City, again, the dark blue tops, Minot the all whites. As this will go foul, it's 1-1. If you like Columbia blue, sometimes Valley City's for you, but today more of that darker blue. Columbia blue, more of the Minot Metros here, has taken his lead as Thompson off of first. Schwer from the stretch. Minot, we'll see this good pitch by Schwer. It's now 1-2. Next game scheduled at 5 o'clock here, Devils Lake and Fargo in our winner's bracket. Schwer looking for a punch-out on the first out of the game. Long pause, the 1-2 pitch. This goes through the 5-hole of the catcher, Powell. That'll be a pass ball on the way. Thompson will take second, and it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tough one there from a Valley City perspective. That's one that Powell is going to take 9 times out of 10, if not more. Just one that went right through the wickets. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Anderson, the on-deck batter. As James Schwer with a 2-2. Off speed, out of the zone. It's now 3-2. State A Legion Baseball Tournament. Last two games that we've had in the tournament, both been one run from last night with Valley City Castleton and the Bismarck Senators and the Reps here earlier today. The payoff pitch, high chopper on the ground. Schwer will glove it, backhand, fires across in time. Nice play to Sikora. James Schwer made that look easier than just a 1-3 putout in the book. It is a productive out, though, as Thompson will scamper now to third. Goes to Remington Anderson. Anderson yesterday at the plate with a double. Back in inning number 1 against Kindred. Went 1 of 2 with a strikeout. Minot putting the ball in play here against James Schwer early in this one. Here's the pitch. First pitch swinging. There's a fly ball that's got a chance to the warning track, and that ball is off the wall. Anderson rounds first on his way to second. It's a one-out double and an RBI to boot as Thompson comes in to score, and Minot takes an early 1-0 lead. Thompson comes in to score from third base. And off the bat, that sounded like it could possibly get out of the park. It's just over 300 feet to right. That one hit about the Earl's Repair banner down the right field line. Here's the pitch, breaking ball. That'll miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Anytime in sports you have to beat a team 3 times in a season can be tough. But coming in this game, throw records out the door. It's been 2 quality games. They're not meeting the West Regional. 1-0 pitch. First matchup nearly a month ago since July the 2nd. It's called the strike. It's 1-1. But Minot with a good start here. Looking for their 28th win of the season. Valley City looking for win number 22. Here's the 1-1. Hit in the air. Little filleted shot that'll be in front of the right fielder, Hendrickson. He's going to make a nice throw. They hit the cutoff man, Sikora. Anderson will stay put at third base. Back-to-back base hits here in the third hit of the inning so far against Schwer. Runners at the corners with 1 down. Now it goes to Price here as Minot has come out swinging to open this game up. Price, the second baseman here today for the Metros, went 0 for 2 with a strikeout against the Kindred. See what the runner does at first. Schwer with the long hold. Runner stays put right down the plate for a strike. Gets 0-1. From Valley Process Technologies Field here in Castleton. Day 2 of 5 here at the state tournament. The 0-1. Now 0-2 for the East teams, finding a way to see if they can play on Saturday. The loser will join the Bismarck Reps, eliminated here in day number 2. Here's the 0-2 offering. This one over the shortstop, fetches head into center field. It's an RBI single for Price. Anderson comes in to score. It's 2-0 here for Minot. Chase Carpenter going to come out for our first meeting on the mound here today. This meeting on the mound brought to you in part by Kindred Storage. Call 428-3121 for storage units on the north side of Kindred that are affordable, secure, and have easy access with Kindred Storage. A single by Brock Thompson, a ground out by Ballas. Remington Anderson with a double off the wall in right, also plated Thompson. King with a single, and now Price with an RBI single here. 2 runs across, and Minot continues to threaten here. Here at the top of the first inning. 5 batters up, just 1 out as it goes now to Brady Vigestead. Brady went 0 for 2 yesterday at the plate. Price at first, King at second. As James Schwer is looking for out number 2 or something on the ground to see if his defense can help him out here in the top of the first inning. Big swing by Minot, it's 0-1. Minot trying to get greedy. 2 runs across. Valley City's got a good lineup. They can put runs across with the best of them. Trying to get a bigger crooked number up on that board here in the top of the first. Here's the 0-1 from Schwer. Foul back to netting. It's 0-2. .350 to center. Down the left field line. Roughly 325 and just over 300 feet to right here for the dimensions here in Castleton. The 0-2 pitch. Schwer from the stretch. This will be hit in the air to right center field, and that's going to split the gap. 1 run coming in is King. We'll see how far Price can go as that rolls all the way to the wall. They're waving Price in. Vigestad at second base. The relay's not going to be made. It's a bases clearing double for Brady Vigestad, and Minot has a 4-0 lead. A second extra base hit of the contest here for Minot. That's a double here for Vigestad. As you'll see, Owen Sundahl, the right fielder. And Minot has came out and ambushed James Schwer. Still just 1 down. Now it's with Sundahl. Sundahl hits one in the air, fly ball. Heck coming in. This one's going to drop in front of him. He turns, fires, throws to the third baseman. This goes off of Samuelson's glove. That'll allow them, the runner in Sundahl, to scamper to second. And Minot's just hitting them where they ain't. It's another base hit and runners in scoring position. That's going to go to Iverson. 6 hits against Schwer so far. 4 runs, all of them earned. This one missed for a ball. It's 1-0. Batter number 8 of the inning here for Minot. Minot last year went 0 for 2 at state. Want to not have that happen here this season. Little pop up to the second baseman, Will Schwer. Out number 2. If there's any consolation for Valley City, the team that won in our first elimination game was down 7-0 one time and 4-0 after 1 inning and came back and won in the Senators over the Reps. As you'll see, TJ Jumstead now, batter number 9, the left fielder at the plate. Choking up a little bit on the bat, takes a strike, it's 0-1, then back to the top of the lineup. Heck, shading TJ a little bit to right center field as you see him on our center field camera. The 0-1, that'll miss. It's now 1-1. A lot of real estate in left center field if Jelmstead can put one there. Here's the 1-1. TJ hits one on the ground. This will go to the third baseman. Samuelson fires, throws across the score to retire the side 5-3 on the putout. But 4 runs come across on 6 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. Minot 4, Valley City coming to the plate on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Umpiring crew here in this one of Taylor Fuse, Eric Guler, and Cody Hughes here in this contest. As we take a look at the starting line for Valley City, Corbin Powell will be the catcher, followed by Trevor Fetch, the shortstop, batting second. Jack Samuelson here will be the third baseman, batting third. Parker Olsema, the left fielder, the cleanup batter. Andrew Sikora, the first baseman, batting fifth. James Schwer, the pitcher, batting sixth, followed by Will Schwer, the second baseman, batting seventh. Adam Sheneko, the DH, batting 8th. Bryson Heck, the center fielder, and then Hendrickson out in right. They will go up against Caden Danielson here today for Minot. That's your starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. As this will work out of the zone here to Powell. It's now 1-0. Chelmstead in left field, Anderson in center with Sundahl in right here for Minot. Pop up on the second pitch of the at-bat. Price at second base makes the catch. And there's one down. King at first, Iverson at short. Vigestead stands at third base. And Ballas behind the plates. As you'll see it now to Fetch. Here's the pitch. That'll be called a strike. It's 0-1. As you see Anderson now taking a look to see where he should be at center field. The 0-1. I'll miss for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fetch, a tough batter in terms of a guy with good plate control. The 1-1 will be called a strike at 1-2. Yesterday able to reach base 3 times, 2 walks, had 2 stolen bases and a run scored in the number 2 spot. Here's the 1-2. I'll work low. It's now 2-2. For Minot yesterday, and 3 different pitchers make their way. Jomstead, Johnson, McGee, excuse me. Here's a 2-2. Right back up the middle, and that will be a soft little line to Iverson, and Fetch is out. Oh, what a play. Right off the bat, you thought it might possibly have a chance again to center, but Iverson able to back it up nicely behind second base and throw a bullet to King. 6-3 on the putout, and there's 2 down. That's the reason you're starting shortstop in the business. As you see, Jack Samuelson, who quite frankly is due in this tournament. 0 for 4 yesterday, but he maybe missed 2 extra base hits by a centimeter on the bat. One was hit down the left field line foul, and then he popped out to the catcher. And Lewis for Castleton had a couple other undercut swings that just missed. Here's the 1-0. That'll be out of the zone, and Jack Samuelson looking to get that first base runner of the game here for Valley City. Bottom of the first, the 2-0. Call the strike. It's now 2-1. Survive and advance, the name of the game, just as it was in game number 1. Doesn't matter how. Just have more runs than your opponent to move to some more baseball here this weekend. 2-1 pitch. Strike 3 looking. So it was a strike on the first pitch of the at-bat. So strike 3 looking. Samuelson is retired. And that'll be a strikeout. A tidy 3 up, 3 down for Danielson here. We played 1 complete on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Minot leads by 4.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Schwer filling his position, flips it to Sikora, and Brock Thompson retired on 1 pitch, 1-3. As we see 1 down here in the top of the second inning, now it goes to Levi. Ballas coming up to the plate. Game that got underway about a quarter to the top of the hour here. About 20 minutes old here in Castleton. Here's the pitch on the way. Ballas will take a strike. It's 0-1. Pleasant day at the ballpark as it was yesterday. 76 degrees, overcast skies. Still have some of that haze out there. As here's a fly ball that's going to be hitting the gap to right center field. Heck chasing it down. Bare hands, it fires, and Heck does a good job of cutting that one off. Ballas limited to a single, but it's still another base hit for Minot. That's their 7th already of the contest, and there's a runner on. As we'll have a courtesy runner here for Minot coming in will be number 22 here in this one. As McGee will come on here and be at first base. Top 7 batters all with a hit so far here for Minot. 1 down, top of the 2nd pick play. Sikora holding on the runner. It's James Schwer right now. We're going to find that strike zone a little bit here in inning number 2. Already got 1 down. So miss the zone. Powell comes out of his crouch. It's now 1-0. Remington Anderson just missed a homer to right field. Hit the bottom of the fence his last time up to right. Wind blowing a little more left towards the right field foul pole here today. This will be a towering fly ball deep down the line, but it will hook foul into the tree grove. Uppercut swing again for Anderson. A little short porch in right field as we take a look at the first baseman in Sikora and what he thought, and alongside with his teammate in McGee. One ball, 1 strike on the way. Here to Anderson. Good spot for a strike now, 1-2. Gavin King, the on-deck batter here for Minot. Well, Minot scoreless yesterday against Kindred, where Eli Mack, again, just 2 walks and 2 hits in 5 innings, and Minot has erupted with the hit parade early in this one. Can it continue against Schwer? The 1-2. Nice dig by Powell in the turf. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Valley City, number 1 seed from the West, as 2-2 here with James. Nearly a strike 3. The Valley City faithful wanted it. It's now a 3-2. Elimination game just from the jump. You understand every run, every out, playoff baseball. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner's going to stay put. This will be hit on the ground. Sikora will get 1 at second base. Nice pick by Fetch as it one-hopped him. Fetch just says, let's make sure we get the out there. So Anderson reaches based on a fielder's choice. There's 2 down. Fortunate for Valley City, didn't take a bounce and get by Fetch. Otherwise, the left fielder Olsema would have had a long way to go find that baseball. 2 down here as you see Schwer on the mound. Here's a little pop. Sikora makes a nice play at first to retire the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played an inning and a half today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Minot for Valley City scoreless.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
Broadcasting today from the Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency broadcast booth. Kindred State Bank, from banking to insurance, let them handle your requests. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. Top of the 7th inning, a good one in Park River in the opening round. Here's a strike call to Parker Rolsema. 2-1 Can-Do with the advantage over Linton Ashley Wishick, top of the 7th. Linton Ashley Wishick down to their final 3 outs of the game. This one's called a strike. It's now 0-2. Kenyon Danielson just needed 11 pitches to get 3 outs in the first. What can he do for an encore here in the second? This would be hit underneath the glove of the first baseman King, and Valley City gets their first runner aboard and base hit. Thank you to Parker. So Rolsema able to get aboard here. Andrew Sikora, the lefty, due up next. Chase Miller with you here today at the Valley Process Technologies Field in Castleton, or VPT. There's the pitch, taking for a strike. It's 0-1. Sikora, first baseman, was the only man to play first and stay at first the entire time. Afterwards, everybody else moved around. Sikora with a home run in the 7th, his last at bat of the tournament, hits one inside out swing down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. Going to third base is Rolsema. Here's the throw as he's going to slide in, and he is safe. He beats the tag. And Valley City with back-to-back hits to open up the bottom of the second inning. That one hit right down the line. Vigestead unable to do much with it. Jalmstead made a nice throw from left field. Nearly got Rolsema at third. But with that throw, allowing Sikora to go to second base unscathed. And Valley City threatening here in the bottom of the second inning. It goes to James Schwer. Schwer will take a strike. It's 0-1. James yesterday 0 for 3 with a pair of flyouts. The 0-1. Call the strike. It's 0-2. Well, Valley City looking to get that first run across of the game. Well, for Danielson, finds himself in a jam here in the bottom half of the frame. The 0-2. Hit on the ground. This one will go to the shortstop. Iverson makes the fire across in time. And the third baseman, Vigestead, maybe deked Rolsema there, thinking he was going to cut in front of it. Olade gave it to the shortstop, and Rolsema had to stay put at third base. 6-3 on the putout. And there's one down. Schwer coming up to the plate, the second baseman. Danielson. We'll see this one miss outside now 1-0. Vigestead playing even with the bag at third, then the infield playing back. So if Will can hit one, hypothetically, to any one of those 3 of 4, he might have a chance. He went for a extra base swing. It's now 1-1. Kids playing on the playground behind left center field. Perfect day here in Castleton. Here's the 1-1. Good spot. Danielson pounding the zone, popping the mitt of ballast behind the plate. It makes it 1-2. One-two offering. That'll miss. Now 2-2. As right now Danielson looking for his second strikeout. Well, Will is looking for the first run of the game. Did not go through the zone. Good take, works the count full. First full count for Danielson here on the mound against a Valley City batter. Here's the payoff pitch. That'll work up. Nice at bat by Will, and the tying run comes to the plate here for Valley City. Now it goes to Adam Sheneko, the designated hitter here for Valley City. Sheneko 0 for 3 yesterday against the Haymakers. First pitch swinging, hits a tough one up the first base line, and the pitcher's going to let it roll. And instead of getting an out at first with a run coming in, Danielson will let it roll, and everybody's safe. And going station to station. Valley City gets a run. It's now 4-1. A swinging bunt that drives in a run that went about 50, if that, feet up the first base line. As this will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Sikora at third base, Schwer at second. That's Will. Sheneko stands at first. Bryson Heck fouls one back. It's 1-1. Going back to that last play, Sheneko hit one off the end of the bat. If Danielson at least gloves it, tags, or gloves it, throws to first, you're going to give up a run, but you're going to get the second out of the inning. Here's the 1-1. As Heck swung on a miss at 1-2. However, you can understand his reasoning. If he thinks there's enough spin on that ball and there's enough heat to it, let it go for a strike and reset. No one comes in. Here's the 1-2. Off speed, Heck hits one down the first baseline, foul. And as we alluded to, when Minot put 4 runs across, you knew this Valley City lineup, they can put runs across with them as well. Here's the 1-2. Heck popped up, jammed. This one with King and Price will go for a foul ball. That one had a lot of carry to it. The wind from the left field corner to the right field corner blew that one. Probably that would have been a fair ball if that would have dropped to a foul territory. If that drops in, 1 run comes in, maybe 2. But regardless, just another strike. 6th batter to the plate here in the inning. A single, ground out walk, and a swinging bunt. Here's the 1-2. Out of the zone now, 2-2, then back to the top of the lineup for Powell. For Minot, they will have their 5, 6, and 7 batters due up in the third with Jace Price. As we see the 2-2 pitch upcoming here to the Valley City center fielder and Heck. Off speed, just out of the zone. Tell the second baseman Price jumping up and down, wanting that call. Second full count of the inning. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Danielson with the strikeout, 2 down. Now it's up to Corbin Powell, the catcher, who will take his catching equipment and get ready to step in. Large points of the contest here. Valley City loaded the bases with 1 out. I got 1 run across so far, but a chance to get 2, 3, or possibly more here in the inning. Well, for Danielson, looking to minimize the damage just to 1 run on 1 good pitch here to Powell, who popped up his last time up to Price. This will be called the strike. It's 0-1. Reminders still to come later tonight, 5 o'clock, Devils Lake and the Fargo Jets. Then the nightcap, it's Kindred and the Haymakers of Castleton at 7:30 in the winner's bracket. The 0-1 pitch, called the strike, it's 0-2. But for both of these teams, it's all about, can you get to noon tomorrow and play in 1 more elimination game and keep your season alive? Here's the 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line, but that'll slice foul. As Powell just missed a bases clearing extra base hit potentially. Instead, we'll make it now 0-2. Valley City with a couple of full counts, able to work some of the pitches here after Danielson had just an 11-pitch first inning. But Danielson right now looking for back-to-back strikeouts. The 0-2. Breaking ball. Now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. This one going up the middle. Iverson bobbles the ball. 1 run comes in. Schwer will make his way around third. The E6 will haunt. 2 runs come across. And Valley City has cut the deficit to 1. Put the ball in play. Good things will happen. Sikora comes in to score. Schwer will come in to score. Sheneko stands at second. Powell put the ball in play, E6. And now Minot has given Valley City an extra out in the inning. Trevor Fetch will take a ball. It's 1-0. He grounded out to Iverson at shortstop his last time up in the first. A line drive shot at the end of the bat. Here's the 1-0. That'll be blocked. My ball is behind the plate. Now 2-0. Batter number 8 of the inning here for Valley City with Samuelson on deck, and we'll get a little meeting on the mound. Brought to you in part by Kindred Storage for a mound visit. Get in touch with Kindred Storage at 428-3121 for storage units on the north end of Kindred. Secure, easy access, and affordable at Kindred Storage. So right now, runner at second, Shaneko. Powell stands at first. 3 hits so far in the inning for Valley City. 3 singles, a walk. And they've taken advantage of an error as well. Our first game, 15 runs combined. Most runs in a game so far here in this tournament. This is threatening to mount on top of that with 7 so far here in 2 innings of play. Here's a 2-0. That'll work inside now, 3-0. And if you walk Fetch, there's nowhere to put Samuelson on deck. 3-0 pitch. That'll be a strike as Fetch flipped the bat. He thought it was a walk. He will pick up the bat and dig back in. Danielson with the 3-1. This will be hit. That'll go to the third baseman. Backhands it there. He'll take it. 5 unassisted. And that'll retire the side. But 3 runs come across on 3 hits, an error, and 2 left on base. As we play 2 complete on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Minot 4, Valley City 3 as we head to the third.
County needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Well, a good one brewing here and a good run brewing in Park River. This Castleton Lumber in-game update. Up in Park River, Linton Ashley Wishick has tied it. It's 2 apiece against Candu in the bottom of the 7th inning. Linton Ashley Wishick was down by a run going into the top half of the 7th, and they've tied it up. So now Candu will try to come back. The winner of that game will play Thompson tomorrow. The loser has a date with Langdon in a loser-out bracket. That game also on your liveevent.com. In-game update brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. Get in contact with Castleton Lumber at 701-347-4471. Price with a single and a run driven in his first time up. It's 0-1. 9 batters to the plate in the first inning, 4 batters to the plate in the second here for Minot against James Schwer, 36 pitches and counting. They're going to appeal. I'll say he did not go. It's going to be 1-1. State A Legion Baseball Tournament, day 2 of 5 here from Castleton. As the 1-1, good breaking ball, but that'll miss off the plate. 2-1. But if you're James, have nothing to worry about on that pitch. Good spot on the location. The 2-1. It'll be in the turf. It's now 3-1. Schwer looks back to Powell behind the plate. 3-1 big swing. It's 3-2. This will be the third full count against Schwer for a Minot batter. Payoff pitch. Popped up. Now it's just a matter about seeing it in the smoky haze. And Fetch is going to come all the way across the diamond. and make the catch. Again, the wind from left to right on the foul pole, and Fetch went in front of Will Schwer, and from where he had it, give him credit. He called it right from the beginning, and he finished the play, but that's almost more of a pop out to the second baseman than a pop out to the shortstop. But there's still one down. This will be hit right back up the middle, off the bag at second and into center field. Vigestad will get a base hit. And on your baseball bingo card, that's the first time we've seen a baseball hit a bag here in the State Legion tournament. As this will be the second base hit by Vigestad. He's able to get aboard here with a runner at first base here for Minot. Schwer will have to work from the stretch. Owen Sundahl, 1-for-1 with a single. Breaking ball. This will be laced into right, and the right fielder here in Hendrickson will play it back in. Second base hit here for Sundahl. Runners at first and second base. As this will be hit number 9 here against Schwer. Now it goes to Ty Iverson. Iverson 0-for-1 at the plate with a pop-out. Top 7 batters all with at least a base hit today against James Schwer. Bottom of the lineup trying to add to that with the 8 and 9 batters. After Minot gave up 3 in the second, trying to add to their lead here in the third. First pitch swinging, popped up. This one will go to the right fielder, Hendrickson. Hendrickson makes the catch. The lead runner will not be able to take up with Vigestad. And there's a fly out and 2 down here in the third. Now it goes to T.J. Jelmstead, who grounded out his last time up. For Valley City in the bottom half of the third inning, Samuelson, Rolsema, and Sikora, the 3, 4, and 5 batters upcoming for the Royals. There's James Schwer. Righty-righty matchup here against the number 9 batter. Breaking ball, and for a strike, it's 0-1. Brock Thompson, the DH and the leadoff batter, due up next here if TJ can climb aboard. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball into center. Heck takes a couple of steps into the alley to retire this side. No runs and a pair of hits, no errors and 2 runners left. We play 2.5 here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Minot leads by 1.
That's greenearthnd.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Bottom of the third inning here, heart of the lineup for Coach Carpenter and Valley City. 3, 4, and 5 batters due up here. Samuelson, Rolsema, and Andrew Sikora against Danielson. Here's the pitch. Off speed, out of the zone, it's 1-0. 3 up, 3 down first, and 8 batters in the second here for Valley City. There's the 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground. This will be a foul ball. Be 1-1. Also in Williston, latest we saw between Fargo Post 400 and what's going on out there in the West with Mandan as well. That game, the Chiefs 3-2 at the lead, bottom of the 10th inning. Here against Fargo Post 400. That's the AA semifinals. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Samuelson. Off-speed pitch, that'll miss. Now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 offering on the way. That'll be a foul ball, now 2-2. Umpires in this one with Cody Hughes, Taylor Fuse, and Eric Guler, our 3-man umpiring crew in a contest that got underway at 1:47 here today, so nearing the 45-minute mark, bottom of the third. A 2-2 hit in the air. This one will go to right center field, slicing. That ball is up, and that ball will one-hop the wall. Samuelson with a double, his first hit of the tournament. That one a warning track shot. Valley City has a leadoff runner aboard here, thanks in part to a double. Well, we moved our center field camera about 10 feet closer to center today, and if that would have gone about another 4 feet higher, our center field camera from yesterday probably would have been dead. But instead, we still have a chance to take a look at that center field cam. Here's Rolsema. First pitch swinging, hits one on the ground to second. Glove there by Price, moves the runner over. Productive out, 4-3 on the putout here for Rolsema. Goes to Andrew Sikora. Sikora hit a shot that gave Valley City fans some life yesterday in the 7th. Off Carter Maggio, made it a 1-run game at that time. That game had a little bit of everything in it for 7 innings of baseball. First pitch swinging, Sikora hits one down the third base line. Jelmstead loses his hat. He can't come up with it. One hops it. Sikora with an RBI single from the opposite field, and we're tied up at 4 apiece. Jammed him, just wasn't sure if the left fielder was going to have enough to go make a play on it. The answer is no. Sikora will get his second hit of the game, a run driven in. Samuelson comes in to score, and we're tied at 4 apiece. First tie here in this game. This will go to the backstop. It's 0-1 here with James Schwer with a ground out his last time up. As Valley City will be looking to play with their first lead now if they can bring Sikora in from first. Here's the pick. As King is holding Sikora on at first base. Fans have been into it. The teams have been into it right from the jump. Tied at 4. This would be hit in the air over the second baseman. That'll go to the gap. Sikora will make his way to third. Here comes Sundall's throw. Hits the cutoff man Iverson. Runners at the corners and a couple of opposite field hits. 3 of them here in the inning. And Valley City with a double, a single, and a single here so far in the third. Goes to Will Schwer on the way. One down here in the third with Will Schwer with a walk and a run scored. As this will be out of the zone, it's 1-0. Shaneko, then Bryson Heck due up here for Valley City. So far, Valley City's done a lot of their damage with the 3 through 8 batters here today. 1-0. That'll work out of the zone now, 2-0. Chase Carpenter gives his signs to Will Schwer. James Schwer stands at first. Sikora stands at third. Danielson looks back the runners, a 2-0 pitch. Also out of the zone, it's 3-0. Just one walk for Danielson. That was to James Schwer, his last time up, when he worked the count full in inning number 2. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Danielson. Taken all the way, it's a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are full of Royals here in the third. Matt Fetch, the assistant coach, giving a nice fist bumps there to Will Schwer. Now it goes to Adam Shaneko. Nowhere to put him. Shaneko will see this one out of the zone in 5 consecutive pitches that have missed. Ballas wants a little meeting on the mound here with Danielson. Compose him and try to bring him down. Understand the time frame and the situation of this game. Highlanders with 2 runners that they've left on base so far. Minot, they've left 5 runners on base. And 3 of the 5 have been left in scoring position. Here's the 1-0. That'll also work out of the zone now, 2-0. Minot put 4 runs across in the first. Valley City with 3 runs in the second, 1 so far here in the third. Hitters count to Shaneko. 2-0 taken all the way. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Shakur at third with a pair of Schwer brothers at second and first. 2-1 pitch fouled off the end of the bat. It's now 2-2. Bryson Heck on the on-deck circle here for Valley City. As Danielson rocks and delivers. 2-2 makes it now 3-2. Third full count here for Danielson against a Valley City batter. Nowhere to put him. Here's the payoff pitch to Shaneko. Hit on the ground. Price. They get one. A relay. Not in time. Sikora will come in and score. James Schwer goes to third. Will Schwer is retired at first. And Shaneko reaches base on the fielder's choice. But the hustle allows him to bring the go-ahead run here for Valley City, as they have now scored 5 straight in this game, and they have taken a 5-4 lead. Now it goes to Bryson Heck. As Heck sees that one miss. Bryson struck out his last time up, worked the count full. Batter number 7 here for Valley City, then back to the top of the lineup. Here's the 1-0. Also out of the zone, it's 2-0. Good hustle again by Adam. Could have been an inning double play. Instead, you get the run and still have a chance for a batter behind you to add on to a productive third inning. Breaking ball, Bryson doesn't go fishing. It's 3-0. James Schwer at third base. Shaneko stands at first. Highlanders threatening to, Valley City threatening, that is, to load the bases, and they do. That'll be the third walk of the game for Danielson. Bases are full after Bryson Heck earned a 4-pitch walk, and will have another meeting on the mound as it goes to Corbin Powell. As for this Minot club, just trying to find a little bit of the rhythm here for Danielson that we saw in inning number 1, where he had 3 up, 3 down. But since then, 8 batters in the second, 7 here in the third, and now we're going to have the 8th batter here of the third coming up in Powell. And that's going to do it here, as we will get a pitching change. We'll let you know about it next with 2 down and nowhere to put Powell when we return here on your liveevent.com.
Your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
As we come back here on your liveevent.com, pitching change brought to you in part by Kindred Storage here in this one. 5-4 Valley City, bases full. 67 pitches for Caden Danielson. He will go 2 2/3, 6 hits, 5 runs. He's on the hook for all 3 on the base pass. 3 walks and 2 strikeouts as Brody Johnson will come in relief. As Valley City went 2 times through the lineup against Danielson. So Johnson against Powell here. As Valley City has already had a pair of crooked numbers, 3 in the first and 2 in the third here today in this one. Working to about 2 hours and 20 minutes till our next game with Devils Lake and Fargo at 5. And from there at 7:30 it'll be Kindred and Castleton. In our winners bracket, Brody Johnson, come on here, and the pitch. That'll miss. It's going to be 1-0. Brody Johnson yesterday, an inning and a third of work. This will work outside. It's 2-0. Inning and a third, 1 hit, no runs, a walk, and 1 strikeout against Kindred in his relief appearance yesterday. Here was the 2-0 pitch to Powell. Make it 2-1. Powell 0 for 2, reached base on an error, which gave Valley City their second and third run of the game at the time in the second inning. 2-1 pitch is laced foul. It's 2-2. Final thanks to Brad Anderson, Fargo Post 400. Well, they punched their ticket to the AA State Championship with a 4-3 win over Mandan. The Chiefs can still come back and win the championship, but now they got to go back through the elimination bracket. Here's a fly ball by Powell. That's going to spin the right fielder around. It's going to one-hop the wall. 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in. Can all 3 come in? The answer is yes. It's a bases clearing 3 RBI double by Powell, and Valley City leads by 4. What a turn of events. 8-4 Valley City, and 3 runs driven in by Powell. Schwer comes in to score. That's James. Shenanko comes in, and Bryson Heck as well. Bases clearing double by Powell. 3 runs driven in. Now it goes to Fetch. Fetch laces one up the third base side foul. It's 0-1. Ninth batter of the inning here for Valley City. The 0-1 pitch. Strike number 2. All those runs charged to Danielson, so he will have 8 runs given up, not all of them earned. 8-4. Here's Valley City's put 5 runs up so far here in the third. 0-2. Trevor Fetch does a good job of fouling that one off. Then back to Samuelson, who led things off here earlier in the inning. Stepping off will be Brody Johnson. 7 hits across for Valley City. This will be laced foul again by Fetch. 2 doubles here for Valley City. Samuelson and Powell, all of them have been singles otherwise. 3 walks in this game. And we'll get a balk call as Powell will go to third. As Fetch will have to battle here. 0-2, chokes up a little bit on the bat. The pitch. That'll be strike 3 looking, and Fetch is retired. to end the side. Brody Johnson, a third of an inning in relief, but 5 runs do come across on 4 hits here with no errors, and you had 1 left on base. We played 3 today. New score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Valley City 8, Minot 4 as we head to the 4th.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Top of the 4th inning here on yourliveevent.com, broadcasting from the Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency broadcast booth. Update for you from Park River, top of the 9th inning. It's a dandy. Linton, Ashley Wishick 2, Can-Do 2 as well. Again, top of the 9th inning, extra innings baseball. Thompson going, sure, just throw anybody you want out there. Just keep the pitches going. We got to play someone tomorrow, right? As we see top third of the lineup, broadcasting again from the Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency broadcast booth. This will be called a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike here to Thompson. He's got a single with a run scored so far today. Schwer continues to pitch. This one will be hit up the third base line. That Samuelson can't make the play. And Brock Thompson is aboard here in the 4th on an error. First one of the game for Valley City. This Minot team, they have had base runners against James Schwer. They've left 5 on so far through 3 innings of play. The one inning that they've scored was 4 in the first. That's been 8 runs since for Valley City. Runner stays put. First pitch swinging, hit in the gap, and that's going to spell trouble as that's down for a base hit. Thompson will go to second on his way to third. He's going to be held up as he slides into third base. Levi with his second base hit of the game. It's a double variety. Runners now in scoring position here for the Metros. Second hit of the day for Ballas. Was able to get 6 hits in the first inning. There was 1 in the second, and he got 2 in the third, so that'll be the 10th hit of the game here for Minot. That'll miss outside for a ball to Remington Anderson. Anderson is 1 of 2 today with a run scored, a double, and a run driven in. Here's the 1-0. This one will hop and get by Powell, the catcher, as it takes a big bounce and sliding in from third. Here's going to be Brock Thompson, so he will score his second run. Balance goes to third base, and Minot cuts that deficit down to 3. Most runs in a game so far here in the tournament is 15. That was our previous game combined, where the Senators put 8 runs across, the Reps put 7. Here's 2-0. That's in jeopardy with these 2 teams here in the 4th. Most runs by one single team is 12 from Devils Lake in their 12-0 win over the Bismarck Senators yesterday. 3-0. 4-pitch walk. First free pass by James Schwer of the game. And now it's going to be to Gavin King. And we'll see Anderson at first base, and Minot still with nobody out here in the 4th inning. It goes to the cleanup batter. King 1 of 2 today with a single back in the first, and he popped out to Sikora his last time up. There's Schwer. Fires. This one will be on the ground. A hopper that'll go to fetch. They get one at second. The run will come in here with Levi. As Anderson will be retired, King will reach on a fielder's choice. But it makes it an 8-6 ball game. Minot cutting back into that deficit, now down by 2. So a productive out regardless here for King. As it's now 8-6. The pitch on the way. Hit in the air. That's going to go to the right center field. Heck on his horse. Can't come up with it. It's in a one-hop and roll all the way to the wall. Anderson, make that King, that is, will stay at third base. It's going to be a double for Jace Price. As you'll see it now, runners at second and third. There is one down. As all of a sudden, the go-ahead run at home plate. Here's a ground ball to third. Samuelson going to get the runner out at home. A little barrel roll in. He's out. As Anderson slide in, Powell got in front. Samuelson to Powell, 5-2 on the putout. As Anderson is retired, Price goes to third base. Vigestead reaches on a fielder's choice. 2 down. Nice play by Samuelson as well, right up the middle on that third base to bring it. I think if you're Minot's head coach, you're just asking, was there a sliding lane, if you will? If not, the whole plate was blocked with Powell coming up in front of home plate. Large second out regardless. Now it's to Owen Sundahl. Sundahl with 2 singles so far here today. Runners at the corners. Tying run at first here with Vigestead. Schwer with the pitch. This one will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Offering on the way. Here from James Schwer. Hit on the ground, and this is through for a base hit. Coming in to score is Price. Vigestead will take second base, an RBI variety for Sundahl. 3 times up and 3 singles here for Owen. It's now 8-7. And that matches the most runs scored so far here in the State A Legion Baseball Tournament in one game combined. Now we know there's going to be more than likely with how this game is going. As this will be blocked by Powell. It's 1-0. Minot with their 8th batter to the plate in the inning. They sent 9 up in the first, 4 in the second, 5 in the third, and their 8th here so far in the fourth. A game that's about 67 minutes old. Here's the 1-0. Off speed, got it for a strike. It's 1-1. Won't be too much farther now until we see the Storm and the Jets make their way here for a 5 o'clock affair. Our first of 2 winners bracket contests, the 1-1 here from James. That'll miss. It's 2-1. Valley City in the bottom of the 4th inning will be Samuelson. 3, 4, and 5 batters due up here for Valley City. 2-1 on the way. Foul back. It's now 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to the number 8 batter. Here to Iverson. Strike 3 looking. And Schwer gets his first strikeout of the afternoon. 2 runners left. There was an error. He had 3 runs come across in the inning off of 3 hits. As we make our way now to the bottom half of the 4th inning, Minot and Valley City, it's a 1-run contest.
This is Chris. Chris from Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassi Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Legion Baseball here today on your liveevent.com. 8-7, bottom of the fourth inning, as Valley City will be sending the heart of their lineup, 3, 4, and 5 batters here to the plate with Samuelson, Rolsima, and Sikora as well. First one to 12, maybe 14 might win the way that we're going. As if you've scored, it's not been 1 run. It's been 3, 4, or 5 runs for these teams in their half of the inning. Samuelson will take a ball. It's 1-0. Brody Johnson, a third of an inning of work. Double and a strikeout so far that he's seen. Ballas, a catcher behind home plate. Vigestead stands at third. Iverson at short with Price at second. King at first. Here's the 2-0 offering. Work for a ball now, 3-0. Jelmstead in left, Anderson in center, and Sundell stands in right. So Minot puts 3 up in the top half. What can Valley City do here in the bottom half? 3-0 pitch. Samuelson gets the green light. A one-hopper to Price, who gloves it. And that'll be 4-3 on the putout. 1 down. As we'll see, Parker Rolsima, 1 of 2 with a single and a run scored so far here today. This one will miss for a ball. And the game up in Park River is opened up in the top of the 9th inning. It's all Linton, Ashley Wishick, 8-2 over Candu. As this is going to be called a strike. Now it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 down here in the 4th. I'll also be called a strike. It's 1-2. There's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Hit on the ground. This will also go to Price. Had a busy inning and keeping his foot on the bag is King. Back-to-back grounders. Rolsima's retired. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Goes to Andrew Sikora. Sikora's in himself a nice day at the plate. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. A run driven in so far and 2 runs scored. As he will take a strike, it's 0-1. 7 hits for Valley City, 12 in comparison for Minot. That'll work outside. It's 1-0. As Brody Johnson retired 3 straight batters here in the game. As that one hops and really got spiked a good 5 to 6 feet in front of home plate. Now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That'll just miss off the zone. It's 3-1. There's the 3-1 offering. Hit on a ground, but that'll be a foul ball. It's 3-2. Sikora, if he can get aboard, James Schwer due up next here for Valley City. Here's the 3-2. That'll be a walk, and Sikora will take first base. First free pass for Johnson. As King will hold on Sikora at first base. James Schwer now 1 of 2 at the plate with a single and a run scored. There's a swing and a miss. It's now 0-1. For Minot, once we get to the 5th, it'll be 9-1 and 2 batters with Jelmstead due up next. Question is, can Valley City mount a little 2-out rally right now here in the bottom of the 4th inning? Good spot, but out of the zone, it's 1-1 on the pitch by Brody Johnson. As Johnson will have the 1-1 pitch. Another swing. It's 1-2. So a ground out to Price by Samuelson, and the same for Rolsma. Sikora with a full count, drew a walk, and now it's to James Schwer here to try to keep things going in the 4th. With his brother, Will, on the on-deck plate. The 1-2. Backhanded there by Ballas. It's 2-2. First couple of games have had that long feeling, but that's what happens when you score and score and score some more. First game of the day between the Senators and the Reps went 2 hours and 4 minutes. This will be foul back. We'll keep it at 2-2. So far about an hour 15 and counting here in this contest. Sikora will take his lead off a second. And he'll stay put. The 2-2 hit on the ground, jammed him. Iverson takes the roller, and he is safe. Iverson trying to exchange it from the glove to the hand, bobbled it for a moment, and James Schwer will reach base with an infield single. And now you'll have Will Schwer, who's been to the plate twice today, has 2 walks with a run scored back in inning number 2. That'll be called a strike. It's 0-1 batter. Here for Valley City, number 5 of the inning. Trying to keep the 2-out rally going here with Will Schwer. Here's the 0-1. Big swing. Now 0-2. As Brody Johnson looks back the runner. Here's the 0-2. Foul tipped, and we'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. Sikora at second base. James Schwer at first. Johnson from the stretch. This will hit him. Valley City will have the bases full here in the 4th. Shaneko, 1 of 2 today with a single. Reach base in the 3rd on a fielder's choice. Does have a run driven in and a run scored here today. That'll be called a strike. It's 0-1. All of this with 2 outs again here for Valley City. A walk, a single, and a hit by pitch. Royals are threatening in the 4th. That'll be out of the zone. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. As we see the 1-1 pitch. Nearly hit him. If he throws the chicken wing out, that definitely would have got at him. Instead, it makes it 2-1. Then it's the aggression of the home plate umpire of if you intentionally threw that chicken wing out there or not. As we'll see the 2-1. That'll be called a strike now, 2-2. 8 runs on 8 hits for Valley City, 7 runs on 12 hits for Minot. The 2-2 hit right back up the middle, off the pitcher Johnson. The second baseman Price will field it from there, but it still is going to go down as an RBI single here for Shenango. Sikora comes in to score. James goes to third. Will goes to second. And Shenango makes this now a 9-7 Valley City game. They're going to make sure that Johnson is all right here. First run given up for Johnson in relief. It looks like he gives a thumbs up to everybody across the way. As Valley City gets their third hit off of Brody in relief. Sikora with his third run scored of the game. 9-7 here for the Royals. Mind you, it's been all again with 2 outs. The pitch, first pitch, this will be a foul ball. Goes towards the Castleton ambulance. No one was hanging out over there, so that's good news. Bryson Heck 0 for 1 with the walk and a run scored and a strikeout. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground. This one will go to the third baseman. Vigestad bobbles the ball. And Valley City puts another run on the board. It's 10-7. Vigestad was charging and tried to glove it. It will be an E5. Coming in to score will be James Schwer, his second run of the game. Will Schwer to third. Shenango to second. And now Heck stands at first base. Highlanders just keep on swinging. Back to the top of the lineup here with Corbin Powell. Powell with a 3 RBI double his last time up in the third. Bases clearing, would love to do it again. Takes a breaking ball. It's 0-1. Then back to Trevor Fetch. 8th batter of the inning here for Valley City. The 0-1. That'll be called a strike. It's 0-2. Three runs across in that third inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one will almost get away far enough. Where Will Schwer says, you know what? I'll just stay here. Especially after Corbin again had that 3 RBI double. Part of that 5-run third here for Valley City. Here's the 1-2. Another block. Ballas does a good job behind the plate, keeping that one in front of him. It's back to a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Space is full. Johnson with the pitch. Hit, high hopper. Johnson gloves it, flips it. In time! They got him at home. It was a fielder's choice, and he chose home. Ballas takes a little bit of the brunt on that one from Will Schwer. Nice play on the way by Johnson to retire the side. There were 2 runs across as they were able to get 2 hits. There was 1 error and 3 left on base. As we have played 4 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Valley City 10, Minot 7 as we head to the 5th.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Homegrown Local Radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we go now to the top of the fifth inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you here today from Castleton. We're swinging a miss by TJ Jelmstead. Jelmstead 0 for 2 so far today. James Schwer 64 pitches and counting. Here has the 0-1. Jammed him. This one will go to the right fielder. Hendrickson is there for the out. And there's one down here in the fifth. As you'll see it now to Brock Thompson. Thompson with 2 runs scored so far here for Minot. And the pitch. First pitch swinging. This one goes foul. And we'll keep it at 0-1. Well, for Minot right now, they will dig back in. No balls and 1 strike. That'll miss. It's now 1-1. And Ballast due up next here for Minot, top of the fifth inning. It stands right now. Minot's down to their final 8 outs of the game. Here's the 1-1. Line drive shot. That'll split the first and the second baseman into right. Base hit here for Thompson. Reaches base for the 3rd time today. That's his 2nd hit. Baker's dozen in terms of hits today for Minot. Now it goes to Levi here. Ballas, a single and a double today with a run scored as well. 2 for 3 for the catcher. It's now going to be 0-1 on the swing and miss. Earlier today, the Bismarck Senators with a 8-7 win over the Bismarck Reps. And our first of 2 elimination games, the 0-1. It's now 0-2 in that game for the Senators. Lucas Farstead with a RBI triple to give the Senators an 8-7 lead in the 7th inning and eventually hold on with the win. The 0-2 work out of the zone. Now 1-2, so the 2 seed from the West has been retired, and the Reps, the West 4 and the Senators will play tomorrow at 2:30 against the loser of Kindred or Castleton. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Schwer with his 2nd strikeout. And there's 2 down, and they nearly got the double play at first on the pickoff by Powell to Sikora. Winner of this game will play at noon tomorrow. And our first of 3 contests here from Castleton against the Devils Lake and Fargo Jets loser. As now it goes to Remington Anderson. Anderson will see this one in the turf. Runners in a break to second base. Good read by Thompson as he is able to get into scoring position. Remington Anderson hit a high fly ball deep to right but foul earlier today. 1 of 2 with an extra base hit, a run scored, and a run driven in. Nearly missed a home run. The 1-0. That'll be 2-0. For Valley City, 2, 3, and 4 batters with Fetch due up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-0 offering upcoming to Anderson. That'll work out of the zone. Now 3-0. Lone walk so far to James Schwer was to this particular batter in Anderson. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way for a strike. It's 3-1. Gavin King is the on-deck batter here for Minot. Here's a 3-1. That'll work, a walk. They throw it back down to second. And coming back there is going to be Thompson. You'll see the runner in Remington Anderson taking first base. As we'll see it now with Gavin King. So runners at first and second base. As we'll see this one to Gavin King with a single so far here today. 2 down. And the pitch. King sees this one for a ball. It's 1-0. As we do have a final in 9 innings. Linton Ashley Wishick 8, Can Do 2 in 9 innings here at the state tournament. Here's the 1-0 pitch. King hits one right back up the middle. Fetches there, flips it over to Will Schwer. 6-4 on the putout. And that'll retire Minot here in inning number 5. There were no runs on a hit, no errors with 2 runners left. We played 4.5 here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Valley City leads it by 3.
Our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
As we come back here, here's the 1-0 to Fetch. He'll take a strike. It's 1-1. King now will be on the mound here for Minot. Jelmstead will go from left to first. Dixon will take the left fielder's spot as Fetch hits one right back to King. King will flip it underhanded over to Jelmstead. That'll go 1-3 on the putout, and there's 1 down. And then out of the game now is Brody Johnson in terms of the defensive arrangement here for Minot. So Brody Johnson goes an inning and a third, 3 hits, 2 walks, 2 runs, and no strikeouts against here for Brody Johnson in 46 pitches. As this will miss for a ball, it's 1-0. 1-0 on the way to Jack Samuelson. Still 2 more games of the State B tournament here later today as they're just rolling on through for their opening round matchups. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Elimination game just got underway in Williston as that game featured West Fargo and Dickinson, the winner to play Mandan at 6 o'clock tonight in another elimination contest. Fielding his position one more time is King, and it'll go 1-3 again, and another out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As you'll see it now to Parker Rolsema. Parker has 1 run scored on 1 hit, 1 of 3 today with a pair of groundouts. As we'll see this. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-1. Price, Vigestead, and Sundahl due up for Minot. 5, 6, and 7 batters on the way here in the top of the 6th inning. The 0-1. Or swing and a miss now 0-2. As King trying to make quick work of Valley City here in the bottom of the fifth. We've seen Valley City get a 2-out rally going before in the last inning. The 0-2 pitch hit on the ground. This will be a tough play for Price. He'll flip it, make it, and in time, there's a 3-up, 3-down inning. The first for Minot since the bottom of inning number 1. As we make our way to the 6th, it's still a 10-7 contest. Valley City out in front here on your liveevent.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Top of the 6th inning we go. Price, Vigestead, Sundahl due up here for Minot as James Schwer continues to pitch. And you get 105 pitches in the day. Schwer at 79. This will be a first pitch swinging, and that's down for a base hit in front of Heck in center. Jace Price with his third hit of the contest here for Minot. Able to get a runner on in inning number 6. Vigestead coming up to the plate here, 2 for 3 with 2 runs driven in, a single and a double. He reached base on a fielder's choice last time up in the 4th. As this will be in the turf, it's 1-0 Minot, essentially down to their final 6 outs as it stands right now, unless they can find 4 runs here in the top half of the inning to try to get out in front against this Royal club. Here's the 1-0. Hit on a line. Will Schwer to fetch one. A twin killing. Yes! 4-6-3. Good play by Will Schwer. Made the catch. Able to find it nicely to Fetch, who threw a bullet to Sikora. Just like that, 2 down here in inning number 6. There's the first double play of today's contest. 4-6-3 variety and 2 down now to Owen Sundahl. Sundahl 3 times up with 3 hits. All singles with a run driven in. He takes the ball. It's 1-0. And it goes to Ty Iverson after that here for Minot. A work inside now 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning, Sikora, Schwer, and Schwer. 5, 6, and 7 batters here for the Royals as that's a strike. It's 2-1. The pitch. That'll be in the turf now. 3-1. Most runs scored here in a game so far as this one in the tournament. 17 combined runs between these two. Elimination games, seen a lot of runs so far. Here's a 3-1. A work for a ball. Sundahl is in a nice game. Third walk against Schwer. But for Owen at first base, he's been able to get on board all 4 times as Minot will have Hayden Bach. So Bach will come in for Iverson here, as we'll have a new batter into the contest here for Minot. Then from there it goes to TJ Jelmstead. There's Jelmstead, then back to the top of the lineup here for Minot. As Minot looking to get a little 2-out rally going, as what Valley City was able to do in the 4th. Those 2 runs looming large right now, as that's part of the 3-run difference. There's a strike, it's 0-1. Valley City looking for win number 22 on their campaign. Minot looking for number 28. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up, playable, in the air. Will Schwer calling everybody off, and he retires it to finish the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 5.5 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Valley City leads by 3.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Coming up on our post-game show, we'll hear from a victorious member, at least from the winning team. Also from there, we'll get to our Play the Game, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Ag. That and more is still to come here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's 10-7 Valley City over Minot as it stands currently. Sikora been able to get to the plate 3 times and reach base 3 times with 2 singles and a walk. Also, with 3 runs scored so far in the number 5 spot and run driven in as well here for Valley City. Sikora swing and a miss. It's now 0-1. King on to work. 9 pitches in the 5th. A nice steady 3 up, 3 down 5th. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. Did not go through. It's going to be 1-1. As this will be a foul ball, it's going to be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the way. Here to the first baseman in Sikora. And the 1-2 pitch. Work inside now, 2-2. State A baseball tournament here in Castleton as Anderson playing him a shade a little bit in right center. The 2-2, that'll work outside now, 3-2. Fun back and forth game as we get to the bottom of the 6th. That'll work for a walk. Sikora with their 2nd walk of the game. First free pass by King. And that'll be to Will Schwer. Schwer make his way. James with 2 hits today with 2 runs, scored a couple of singles, both in the 3rd and the 4th inning respectively. As King works from the stretch, the pitch, first pitch swinging, fly ball hitting the air to right center field. Anderson is there to glove it. And that'll be out number 1. It goes to Will Schwer at the plate, who's reached base all 3 times, and he's worn it. A hit by pitch, a walk, and a walk with a run scored. As Sikora takes his leave off of first. Schwer takes a strike, it's 0-1. About an hour and a half from now, we will get to Devil's Lake and the Fargo Jets. At 7:30 tonight, Kindred and Castleton. And our second winner's bracket game, the 0-1. And their 4th strike, it's 0-2. As you see Sikora taking his lead off of first. Here's the 0-2. That'll be high out of the zone now, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 down here, bottom of the 6th inning in Castleton. Swing and a miss. King gets the strikeout, and there's 2 down. Third strikeout as a unit here for Minot. Make that 4 strikeouts, excuse me. 4 strikeouts as a unit here for Minot. Now to Shenanko. He's got 2 runs driven in, 2 singles, 2 for 3 at the plate. Also work out of the zone. It's 1-0 for Minot. It'll be 9-1-2 batters due up in the 7th. Jomstead, Thompson, and Ballas. A 1-0. Makes it now 1-1. 4 runs for Minot in the first, met by 8 consecutive runs in the second and the third by Valley City. As this is off the end of the bat, could spell trouble, and this will be a foul ball. Chelmstead gave it a good chase. Strike number 2. And Minot scored 3 runs in the fourth to cut the deficit to 8-7. 2 runs in the bottom half of the inning made it 10-7, and that's where we stood since. So foul ball is Shenanko. Digs back in here for Valley City. As King rocks and fires. Runner's going to go. The 1-2 foul back. We'll keep it at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sikora took his leave from first base, and we'll see what the play is put on here as he makes his way back to first. Here's the 1-2. This will be smothered by Ballas as it makes it now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 offering on the way. Runner breaks. This will be hit right back up the middle towards the second baseman, who fires to the first baseman. Price to Jomstead. 4-3 to retire. This side, no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We played 6 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Valley City leads it by 3 as we head to the 7th.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
As we head to the top of the 7th inning here on yourliveevent.com, Minot down to their final 3 outs of the season as it stands here, unless they're able to put 3 runs at least across. As Schwer is down to his final 15 pitches, misses. It's now 1-0, so he could conceivably finish the game for a complete game unless you get one good long at bat or Minot's able to get some runners aboard. So this one works outside, now 2-0. As Minot's out-hit Valley City by 5 today, but it's the runs that count. Here's a pop-up. That'll go to the right fielder. Hendrickson gives way, and he will make the catch. As there's one down here in the top of the 7th inning. Coming up on our post-game show once we get there, our play of the game brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg. We'll hear from the player of the contest. Take a look at the final box score, that and more coming up here. And we'll get you set for Devils Lake and Fargo later tonight and Kindred and Castleton. First pitch swinging, hit up the third baseline foul. Back to the top of the lineup here with Brock Thompson. Minot's left a runner on in every base so far. 10 in the contest, or a runner on every inning so far. Valley City, they've left 7 in their own right. The 0-1. A work outside now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. As this will be a foul ball. Now 1-2. Ballast due up next. Minot looking for base runners right now down to their final 2 outs of the season. The 1-2. Hit again on the ground. And staying alive here is Brock Thompson. Minot went 0-2 at the state tournament last year, trying to avoid that same fate here this season in 2025. Strike 3 looking, and Schwer gets the punch out. 2 down. Third strikeout for James Schwer. Not sure how many winning pitchers will finish potentially if he can get one more out with 14 hits against and come away as the victorious pitcher in a contest. But give credit to where credit's due. The Valley City Bats walks, took advantage of a costly error which plated 2 runs at the time as well, which has been a little bit of a difference maker as Ballas hits 1 foul. He's got 2 hits today, a single and a double and a run scored. The 0-1 hit right back up the middle. Fetch slides. Oh, what a glove! And he slips down on the turf. Just can't make the play. The little slip by Fetch behind second base as he made a spectacular sliding catch. Will allow Ballas to get aboard. We'll have a courtesy runner here for Minot. That'll be with McGee. McGee will come on. It'll be an infield single for Ballas, his 3rd hit of the game. And Minot needs to find a way to get 1 more runner aboard with Remington Anderson to bring the tying run to the plates. Anderson has reached base all 4 times, 2 walks, a fielder's choice, and a double. Anderson went for the 2-run shot. It's 0-1. Gavin King, the on-deck batter. All balls and a strike. What could very well be the final batter here for James Schwer potentially of this game. Here's the 0-1. I'll miss. It's now 1-1. Sikora not playing the runner at first, not holding McGee on. So if McGee wants to go to second, it'll be defensive indifference here. There he goes, the 1-1 pitch. Runner's going to break to second base, and Powell throws to Fetch. Fetch plays about a foot or 2 off a second, but McGee able to get in regardless. It's now 1-2 on the way here to Anderson. Minot down to their final strike of the season. Schwer with the 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air, popped up. Fetch, if he sees it, he can glove it, and that'll do it here today in Castleton. In a game that finishes at 3:38, that goes 1 hour and 51 minutes. An hour and 51 here in this contest. Valley City picks up the win by a final of 10-7. Valley City with 9 runs, an error, and they have left in this game 7 on base. Minot with 7 runs on 15 hits, 2 errors. And here in this contest, they would leave 11 runners on base. Winning pitcher of record will be James Schwer here in this contest. Losing pitcher record will be Caden Danielson. We're back with more after this here on your liveevent.com.
With personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd Our World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
As we come back here on yourliveevent.com, this post-game report brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. At Castleton Lumber, they got the materials you need to get the job done, to big or small, or for a rendering of your next project. Call 701-347-4471 at Castleton Lumber. So with the win, Valley City picks up their 22nd win of the season. Minot will finish 27-20 on the year. Valley City will play the loser of our next game, Devils Lake or Fargo, at noon tomorrow for our first of 3 games here on yourliveevent.com. We go from there to our Play the Contest, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. As Valley City, in the 3rd inning, Corbin Powell hit a bases-clearing triple for the Highliners that put a cap on what was a really solid 3rd inning with 5 runs coming across. But Powell able to drive in 3 runs when the bases were full, and in doing so, able to drive in here in this one the runs, as that is our Play of the Game, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg. And that Corbin Powell 3 RBI bases clearing double is our Play of the Contest. When we come back after this, we'll get to our Castleton Lumber post-game conversation and hear from one of our players of the game, and Andrew Sikora from Valley City. That is next.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
As we come back here in our post-game show, a man that reached base all 4 times with 2 singles, 2 walks, and 3 runs scored, and a run driven in is the starting first baseman, Andrew Sikora, here in this contest. Andrew, not obviously the way you wanted to start the game, where Minot comes out swinging and they score 4 runs, but what do you see from your starting pitcher here in James Schwer to get a complete game and just find a way to gut one out here through 7 innings of baseball?
You know, he's really got that resilience. He likes to just go out there and throw, and he keeps at it, never gets low on himself, and just keeps going.
Able to get 3 runs in the second, 5 in the third, and it was capped off by a big hit from your teammate Corbin Powell with bases full. He gets a 3 RBI double. Just take us through when you saw a Corbin swing, what's just kind of going through your mind as a teammate, knowing that 3 runs are coming across the board.
Well, he's a really good hitter, so I was pretty confident there, and I was just waiting for it to happen. It was really exciting, really needed it, and just really brought that momentum to the top that we could get to, and just let it roll.
And another momentum play, to your point, a good 4-6-3 double play to Will, to Mr. Trevor Fetch there, then goes to you. When you can see guys up the middle make plays like that as a first baseman, especially when Mine's trying to come back in the game late, what should just that do for the team? Is that a nice shot in the arm as you kind of go forward throughout the course of a game?
Yeah, it's a big momentum gainer for us. It shows that we can close up the middle, get outs up there, and we can make those big plays.
What was working so well? You got on base 4 times today. Just talk about seeing the ball, obviously, getting on base, working some counts. What was working for you today?
Just being aggressive, seeing the pitches that I like, and attacking.
Andrew, a quick turnaround from last night to tonight, but the nice thing is you know you're going to be back tomorrow. Got to wait to see who your opponent's going to be. Biggest thing from this game is what as you get ready for another elimination game roughly under 24 hours from now?
Just getting back together, regrouping, resetting, and coming out knowing we have a brand new team to come with. We're playing new guys we've never seen before, and we just got to come out swinging.
Hey, Andrew, congratulations on the win. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Andrew Sikora with us here on our post-game show, brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. We'll continue with more after this.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
On our Castleton Lumber post-game show, let's recap what happened earlier today here in a couple other contests across the state of North Dakota. Also games that are on yourliveevent.com. Thompson winners in 5 over Langdon as they blank Langdon 10-0. They will play Linton Ashley Wishick, who topped Can-Do in 9 innings today at the State B Legion in Park River 8-2. Currently, just about to get to first pitch, it'll be Lemoore against Renville County. That game also on yourliveevent.com. In Park River. Double A, you had Mandan against Fargo Post 400, and Post 400 in a really quality baseball game won 4-3 over Mandan, as Mandan will play the loser of either Dickinson or from there West Fargo, and currently that game is scoreless between the Patriots and the Rough Riders, top of the 3rd inning out in Williston. So the loser of that game, their season is done. The winner will play Mandan upcoming in an elimination game at 6, with then the winner to play Post 400. That'll be in the championship tomorrow up in Williston. So that's a look at your bracket for both B and Double A. Here in the A, still to come, Devils Lake and Fargo at 5 o'clock. Then Kindred and Castleton at 7:30. Earlier today, the Bismarck Senators with an 8-7 win over the Reps, and Valley City with a 10-7 win over Minot. They'll play at noon tomorrow. Taking a look at our final box score here in this one in terms of a line score here for Valley City and Minot, as Valley City picks up the win by a final 10 runs, 9 hits, an error, and 7 runners left on base. Minot, 7 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors, and 11 runners on base here today for Valley City, as 3 runs came in off the bat of Corbin Powell with a nice performance at the plate. We mentioned about Sikora. Jack Samuelson got going. He got his first hit of the tournament with a double and a run scored. Shenanko with a couple of runs driven in as well. Valley City top to bottom, nice performance here today in this one. So Valley City survives and advance. The West number 1 seed and the West number 4 seed move on. The West 2 and the West 3 are officially done here at the State A baseball tournament. Join us again at 5 o'clock for Devils Lake and Fargo, and then we will get to Kindred and Castleton following that at 7:30. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Friday and continue to tune into high school baseball. Make that Legion baseball coverage here on yourliveevent.com.